Hello everybody, my name's Steph and today I'm going to bring you yet another pen review from a pen. Well, this is one of my pens in my collection and I don't know if you can actually tell what it is, but let's open it up for you. And what we have here is a Sheaffer Snorkel. Before I show you the pen, let's just show you the instructions. These are the original instructions for the pen, and inside what you have here, it gives you 5 easy steps on actually filling the snorkel pen. Okay, so they're the original instructions. Let's just pop them out of the way. Let's just put the pen down for a moment. As I say, this is the original Sheaffer case for this particular pen, spring loaded. Again, let's pop that out of the way and let's show you the pen. And here we have it, a beautiful Sheaffer Snorkel. This particular one is the Valiant. The model is called the Valiant, and it comes in black plastic with a end knob here, which they term as a plunger knob. It comes with a gold fill trim, and what it has here is a 3/8 inch gold filled cap band, and to the top we have the Sheaffer gold filled clip, and right above the clip there what we have is the very recognisable Sheaffer white dot. Okay, it's in absolutely lovely condition. Okay, as you can see, beautiful and glossy, like, well, it's in like new condition. Let's just show you, actually just before I show you the nib inside, just give you a little bit of insight. The pen was actually launched around about 1952 and was in production till approximately 1959 when they actually discontinued it. As I say, this is obviously the black version, but they did actually bring them out in numerous different colours, just to mention a few: burgundy, different kinds of pastels in grey, blue, green. They had a peacock blue, there was a buckskin tan, I believe there's a mandarin orange as well, fiesta red, fern green, and last but not least there was a colour that they termed as periwinkle blue. Okay, so they came in numerous different colours, but what we're showing you today is this particular one, which is my black one. Let's just show you underneath the cap here, or inside the cap, and as you can see what we have is the grip, or the section here, and above there we have the Triumph Conical two-tone nib. The nibs are actually 14 carat with a palladium mask. Okay, and obviously underneath there what we have is the feed, and we can just make out the snorkel as well. And I don't know if you can actually see it, what it actually says on the nib. It actually reads Sheaffers Australia with 14 carat, and as you can see the distinctive colour there. It's gold with a silver, as I say, a silver palladium mask just to the top there. Okay, and underneath there we have the feed, and you can just see the snorkel that sits within the feed there. Okay, so beautiful nib. As I say, this particular pen is a snorkel pen. Now, how do we fill the snorkel? Well, what we actually do, we actually turn this knob at the end of the barrel here, okay, which is the plunger knob if you like. And what we actually do, I'll actually show you the snorkel. Look, as I'm turning it, hopefully you can just see the snorkel coming out of the feed. Okay, so hopefully you can see that. So there we have, by turning this plunger knob at the end here, okay, what it does, it brings the snorkel all the way out here. And if we pull the snorkel out, sorry, if we pull this plunger knob out here, okay, how the pen actually works is that by dipping just the snorkel in the ink and depressing the knob at the end there on just one stroke down, the pen actually works with, well, no doubt people will comment on this, but it works with a pneumatic air pressure. Now hopefully, just to give you an example, what we have just to the end here, I don't know if we can actually catch it, there's actually an air hole there, which means when you depress the plunger down, the air escapes out of this hole here with a hissing sound. So what I'll do, I'll be quiet for a second and hopefully you can hear it. Okay, I don't know if you can actually hear that. But when you depress the plunger down, any air escapes out of a little hole at the bottom here. And how it actually works is that, in fact, what I've actually done again for you people, I've done you one of my famous diagrams to try and show you what's inside the pen. Inside the pen here, the sack sits within a housing assembly in a stainless steel case. So the sack is actually within this stainless steel case. The snorkel itself, and if you like, the sack is attached to a stiff rubber plunger inside this particular area here. Okay, just over this particular assembly here, there's a spring, and then over the whole sack assembly there we have this, well, a cylindrical plunger. Okay, and there's a plunger knob at the end. So this particular plunger sits over the sack assembly area here, and when you depress that, the pneumatic pressure causes the sack obviously to be, well, it depresses and squeezes in, and then once it actually opens up again, it draws the ink into the pen. Hopefully you can understand that, and that explains it. But if it doesn't, what we'll actually do again for you writing people, I'm not a writer, but no doubt people will comment on it and say, well, why don't you fill the pen up, etc. So what we actually do is, and hopefully again you can hear the satisfying sort of plop sound, so I'll be quiet for a second. Okay, I don't know if you could actually hear that or not. So we give it a couple of seconds, we'll take the ink away, and at this point what we actually do is tighten the end plunger here, and what that does, you can actually see the snorkel going back into the feed there, and what it actually does, it sits nice and flush with the feed. Okay, so what we'll actually do now is bring in the pad and do a little bit of writing. So this is a Sheaffer Snorkel, and it writes with a fine line, and in case any of you people are interested, it is being sold at Grand Mia pens. Okay, so there we have it. So it's in full working order. So if you're interested in this pen, I'm going to actually be selling it on my site at Grand Mia Pens. So if you'd like to own it, then go and have a look, and if you want to, then buy the pen. So that's how you actually fill the snorkel pen. Okay. Incidentally, one thing I've just not mentioned to you, if you look at the nib to the end there, there's a slight upward curve to the nib. That is quite normal. All the nibs are actually made with this slightly upward curve. Okay, so that is perfectly normal for this particular pen. So let's screw the cap back on there. So as you can see, it's a screw-on cap as well. The size of this pen is approximately from the top of the cap to the end of the plunger knob here is approximately 142 millimeters. So it's 142 millimeters capped. And basically that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the Sheaffer Snorkel, and this particular one is the Valiant. Actually, one thing I've not mentioned, if I just go back to the nib on this particular one, well, I don't know if I did mention it, but it's a Triumph 14 karat gold with a palladium mask. So you've got a Triumph nib on a Snorkel Valiant pen. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, a beautiful Sheaffer Snorkel in excellent condition. Incidentally, it's in excellent condition. When I actually got the pen, it had never been inked. The only problem with the pen was that the sack inside had actually solidified, so it's had a brand new sack fitted to the pen. Okay, so there's a brand new sack inside. All the seals as well have been replaced. There's actually a seal in this particular area here, a rubber ring in the barrel, that's been replaced. So the pen has been fully serviced, it's in full working order, and as you can see by this particular video, it's in excellent condition as well. It's an absolutely beautiful pen. So if you'd like to own it, then go onto my site at Grandmere Pens and it's there for you to be bought. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've enjoyed looking at my pen, the Sheaffer Snorkel, as much as I've enjoyed owning it. And don't be shy, as I said before, there's more reviews on YouTube. I've done numerous reviews there. Don't be shy, go and have a look at them. Leave a comment, subscribe. It's all a bit of fun, and it's there. If one person learns a little bit, then great. It's all a bit of fun, and hopefully you enjoy it. So for now, bye now.